Alright, you guys, I think that the yellow symbol from Ninjago Rising from the Source Dragons, I believe that's the lightning symbol. I believe it stands for energy, and I believe that the Source Dragon Lightning may have it, and that might be where Jay got his elemental powers from. He probably got it from his mother, yes, but his mother probably got it from Source Dragon, and then she probably passed it down to Jay before she disappeared. I believe that the gold and white symbol right there, I believe, is creation. Why? Because, well, creation is kind of like gold a little bit, and it's like a little yellow and white, so I believe that that gold and white symbol is in fact creation. And I do believe that the first Ninjutsu Master, I believe the reason why Master Wu has the powers of creation is because, the first Ninjutsu Master probably inherited from a Source Dragon of creation and probably passed it down to Master Wu before he disappeared. And then maybe just like when Lloyd first became the Golden Ninja, maybe that's when he first inherited the Elemental Powers creation. I believe though it first came from a Source Dragon before it went to the first Ninjutsu Master, then to Wu, then to Lloyd. So I believe that the only people who really can use the powers of creation is people who are actually descended from this first Ninjutsu Master, that being Wu and Lloyd, or even Garmadon. After all, I believe either one of them could use it if they wanted to. I still believe Lloyd could use it. I just think he still chooses not to use it. Why though, I'm unsure. But I still believe Lloyd still could use the powers of creation if he really put his mind to it. And, well, I believe that the fiery symbol is in fact the power of fire, which I believe stands for, what's the word? Probably motion, I would assume. I would assume that the fire symbol stands for motion because each time you see like Kai or Wildfire use fire or even heat, they sort of do a kind of motion to activate to shoot it out of their hands. So I believe that fire is from the Source Dragon of Motion, which I believe is how I believe probably the Source Dragon of Motion probably may have passed down the Elemental Power of Fire to Rei and then later to Kai. I mean, I believe he first passed down to Rei and then Rei passed to Kai. I believe that's where the fire power comes from, that being motion. I believe that the gold and white symbol is in fact creation. That probably comes from like the dragon creation. Probably there might be a dragon creation. That might be where Master Wu and Lloyd first got the elemental power of creation from, or that's probably where the first Ninjutsu Master Wu and Lloyd inherited the powers of creation, was probably from the dragon of creation. Probably the Source Dragon creation, if I had to bet. I believe that fire symbol is in fact fire, but I do believe it comes from a Source Dragon of fire, which I believe is the Source Dragon of motion. I believe that the yellow symbol that resembles lightning, I believe, is from the Source Dragon of... I believe from the Source Dragon of energy, because I believe that lightning is sort of like an energy. So I believe that there must have been a Source Dragon of energy, and that might be where the lightning comes from. Maybe. I believe that's where the lightning in fact comes from. I do believe that the Source Dragon of energy had lightning first, and then maybe he somehow passes down to Jay's mom, and then to Jay's like biological mom, and later Jay inherited that elemental power of lightning from his mom later on. But I believe that where the power of energy originally comes from, that being lightning, I believe it originally came from a source dragon of lightning. I believe that this little, I can't tell if it's yellow or white, but there's like a symbol that looks like it resembles some sort of earth or rock, and I believe that could be from the source dragon of strength, which I believe that probably the source dragon of strength probably had the elemental power of earth, and at first Cole's mother had it, and then later she probably passed it down to her son Cole, which I believe that's where the elemental power of earth originally came from, is from the source dragon of strength. And I believe that the symbol of life, I believe, is the same power that Lloyd has, that Lloyd Garnon the Green Ninja has, which I believe Lloyd's little Green Ninja element is in fact life, which I believe is probably descended from the source dragon of life, and then from the after that probably descended from the first Spinjitzu master down to Lloyd, since he's the grandson of the first Spinjitzu master. That's something I think, and I believe that before the first Spinjitzu master and Lloyd first, before Lloyd got the power of life, descended from the first Spinjitzu master, I believe it originally belonged to the source dragon of life. I believe the source dragon of life had the power of life, and I believe he probably passed it down to the first Spinjitzu master, probably, since Lloyd's descended from the first Spinjitzu master, and probably right before the first Spinjitzu master died or disappeared, he probably passed down his own power of life down to Lloyd. That's where I believe the power of life comes from, is from the source dragon of life. I believe that the watery and like white symbol that resembles some sort of wave, I believe that is I believe that might be from like a source dragon, probably from the source dragon of waves. After all, maybe we know that Maya was first elemental master of water, and we know later that her elemental powers passed on Nia. But I have a thought. We know we know that Warjira was the embodiment of water and wind, therefore she controlled water and wind. But I have a strong feeling that the main reason why we see like a symbol of waves as like a symbol from one of the source dragons, I believe might be because there might actually be a source dragon of waves, which I believe if there is a source dragon of waves, that might be like where Maya and Nia probably got the elemental power of water from. I believe that so like I believe that yes, Warjira did control water, but I don't believe that Warjira passed down to power water down to Maya and Nia. I believe that there was a source dragon of waves, and maybe the source dragon waves probably passed down her element down to someone like Maya, and then she probably passed on the element down to Nia when she was captured by Crux and Chronix, and I believe that's where Nia's elemental power of water originally came from before Maya, was from the Source Dragon of Waves. Though this little symbol right underneath, right on the bottom of the creation symbol, I do not really know exactly where that one comes from. I'm unsure. I'm unsure exactly what that last symbol right underneath the golden power symbol is. I'm unsure exactly, but I'm interested to find out one day. And that is all I have for now. Those are my thoughts, what those elemental powers are. And well, and well, and well, and well, and well, once I can figure out what that last Source Dragon power is, I will let you know. I just don't know what that last Source Dragon symbol right underneath the creation symbol. I don't know what that symbol is. But when I know, I will let you guys know my thoughts on it. This is Ninjago fan Cole out.